Hey there, Yang here. Today is November 12th. So the big news, the shutdown is over 40 days, the longest in US history. The Senate is finally, they didn't agree. A group of moderate Democrats just caved. They broke the ranks and voted to end it. And the markets, they love it. S&P, Asia stock, Bitcoin, slightly up. Everyone is pumping the champagne. But what did this 40-day record-breaking $80 billion disaster actually achieve? What did the Democrats get for holding out? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They demanded Obamacare subsidies. They got a promise to maybe vote on it later. That's just useless. And then the whole thing cost the US economy 80 billion. That's 50 billion a week in damage. Consumer sentiment lowest in 3 years. So let's be very clear about what's really just happened. Everyone is focused on the politics. The Democrats caving, the moderates getting scared. That's no the real story. The real weapon, the thing they actually won this fight, wasn't flight cancellation, as bad as they were. It was data, the lack of data. Think about it. How does the multi-trillion dollars US economy, and by extension, the global economy even works? It runs on one thing, information. The Federal Reserve, the guys who set interest rate for the entire planet, they need to know, is inflation up, are jobs down, and they get this data from one place, the US government. This is a centralized system. It is the source of truth. And then the shutdown turned it off. For 40 days, the Federal Reserve, the driver of the global economy, was driving in fog. That was a direct quote from the Federal Chair, Paul Wyman. Driving in fog. That was not cautious optimism. That was pure panic. And what about all those wanted private sector replacement? All that new tech, they were garbage. They are worse than useless. They are contradictory. Look at the job numbers. ADP says September was down, October was up. Rivalio Labs, a competitors, says September was up, October was down. And the initial release data you get in real time, they are 10%. That is not data, that's just a guess. The White House, by letting this shutdown drag on, blinded the Fed and the Wall Street, and every serious person with money freaked out completely. So when those moderate Democrats finally folded, they were not folding to the Republicans. They were folding to reality. They were folding because the people who actually run the economy, the Fed, the bank, call them up and say, turn the light back on. Now we don't care what it's cost. We are about a crash on the car. They were staring into the void, and then play blanket. So here's the deal. The shutdown is over. Everyone is happy. But this agreement, this deal, is a joke. It only funds the government until January 30th. They didn't solve anything. They just proved that everyone what the real weapon is, the ultimated hostage. It is not just the government workers. It is not even the airport. It is the data. You want to win a fight in Washington, don't just shut down the government, blind the Fed. They just run a 40-day task and it works.